Hey guys, what's up? So we have a new update on Advanced Server and it's patch 1.6.46. First on our list is the buff on Fanny. Her energy region when at the fountain is greatly increased. And they also improved the energy reduction when using cables consecutively. This means she gets to save more energy moving with her cables. It's great news for Fanny users, but bad news for marksman mains. Next is the buff on Dyrroth's mobility. They lowered his second skill cooldown by half. And it has a new effect where the skill will only go on cooldown if you use the second phase. As you can see, if you don't use the second phase, you can dash again like this. If we compare this on official server, we can see that there's a 4-second cooldown before you can dash again. But on advanced server, you can use it again immediately. And even if you use the second phase, the cooldown is still shorter. Is this enough for Dyrroth to become popular in ranked games? Next is the nerf on Dyrroth's sister, Silvanna. They removed the extra magic lifesteal from her ultimate and placed it on her second skill. Her second skill will now give her magic lifesteal each time it's used. But they also removed the shield and the pulling force was slightly reduced. To compensate for the nerf, they increased the magic scaling on her basic attacks. I think this is a big nerf on Silvanna. The shield from her second skill is one of the reasons why many players can outplay their enemies. Just when you thought you had her, then comes her shield and its full effect. Lifesteal is good, but it's not instant unlike her shield. So her brother got buffed while she got nerfed. I think that's common for siblings even in real life, right? Next buff is Claude. Dexter will now deal extra 60 damage from his basic attack and his clone from Claude's second skill. First skill is also buffed with higher movement and attack speed from each stack in the early levels. Those buffs will improve Claude's early laning, allowing him to buy Demon Hunter Sword much faster. Next is the nerf on Natan. Longer cooldown for his ultimate. That's 15 to 11 seconds additional cooldown for his time traveling skill. Next is the buff on Chang'e. Higher burst movement speed from her second skill. And her basic attacks will now scale better with magic power stats. This means it will deal more damage by building magic power items. Next is the buff on Terizla again. Higher movement speed from his first skill. And his second skill will have a stronger slow effect. Next is Freya. Her first skill will have a shorter cooldown. In exchange, her ultimate gets 10 more seconds of cooldown on all levels. Was that a fair trade? Next is the Helcurt adjustment. His first skill will only gain stinger stacks if it hits non-minion enemies. This means he can't gain stacks if his first skill hits a minion. And they also fixed his second skill, allowing him to gain physical lifesteal from its damage. If you don't know yet, his second skill now has a basic attack property. Next is Aulus. More buff for this old guy. Higher passive damage and increased physical attack growth. Next is Popol and Kupa. They fixed the issue with his first skill, where Kupa can bite 3 times even when not in Alpha Wolf form. And Kupa will now correctly inherit 100% of Popol's attack speed. So I guess there was a problem with their attack speed before this patch, which means Kupa will be faster now. Next are more adjustments on the new hero Yin. Nerf on his first skill damage and adjustment on his second skill. His dash will now give him 30% damage reduction if the skill hits an enemy hero. The stun is also longer when he is in ultimate form. Last ones are the new events. First is called Hope Restored, and it looks like a draw event. The prices on these events will change once it appears on official server. Last event is called Aspirants Unite. Based on the rules, the main prizes are Layla's Misakari and Fanny's Blade of Kibu skin. So what can you say about the update? Which part do you like the most? Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. That's all for this video. Stay safe and thank you for watching.